Alright, super quick goal update. Mantle of Lost Hope and Faith Healer's Boots are not available until Phase 5, so they are replaced with Mantle of the Timbermaw and Boots of the Full Moon. I will have to get another 20 days of Mooncloth and grind Revered with Timbermaw Hold. Plus 4 all stats chest enchant is from MC, so it is changed to plus 100 mana. This is a 2% drop in Eastern Plaguelands. Weapon enchant has been removed. I've dropped engineering, so I have mining and tailoring now. Started off going for, like, the goal is just to max out tailoring as soon as possible to start up Mooncloth production. So I started grinding linen cloth. I decided to go for the Gold Boulder Quarry in Dunmorrow. I think that turned out to be kind of a mistake because it's like a super popular questing spot. And it felt kind of grief to be just killing everyone's quest mobs in the little cave where everyone goes at level 8 or so, like 8 or 9. And so I eventually gave up on that and just headed more east instead and killed all the trogs that are like around that class quest area where there's like a bunch of Dark Iron Dwarves and trogs. And I just grinded all the linen cloth I needed there, like 250 linen or something. While doing that, I also managed to get a lot of copper ore done. So I just kind of rode around and finished up all the copper ore and rough stone I need for blacksmithing as well, while I was still in the area. So I'm like doing both the tailoring and the blacksmithing grind kind of simultaneously. Next up, I went for the wool cloth. Decided to grind Knolls in Redridge. Again, I was kind of griefing low levels for a bit there. I went to the northeastern area where I think he's called Lieutenant Fangor, the patrolling shadow damage immune Knoll. And I was grinding there, and eventually there were like 4 or 5 other people trying to quest, and I just couldn't really stand to look at myself as I griefed these poor lobies, and I decided to just go to a little bit like offside area to the south where nobody really quests. It still has a lot of knolls, but it's not like the Fangor area, and for some reason people don't really go there for the kill quests. There's like a quest where you have to pick up amulets or medallions or something off the knolls, and it seemed like nobody ever went there. So I got the wool cloth grind done there. I decided to go for the centaurs in Thousand Needles. They have like a lot of casters, a lot of bows, a lot of ranged, hard to group up, and they were just not dropping silk. Like, so little silk was dropping. I think they're too low level, maybe. And at the same time, I kept accepting and saying yes to UBRS runs for some reason. I don't even have BIS in UBRS. I just kept going and wasted like 4 hours or something. Wanna do Jed run? Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I'm not actually entirely sure what that means, but yes. Sure. Hey mate, please come in my rend group. Sure. Oh man, there's actually nothing for me in Ubers. I'm just a sucker. Eventually I stopped going UBRS luckily, and I stopped killing centaurs and instead went for the syndicates in Alterac. And that turned out to be a super comfy silk cloth grind. The only frustrating bit was like they kept using shield wall. Like 75% damage reduction, super annoying. But in total, like, really not that bad. There's like huge camps of them. You can do big pulls. I just wholly nova them down. Get lots of cloth. I think I had at some point 120 silk cloth an hour or something, which felt pretty good. Managed to get all the 800, almost all the 800 silk cloth there in like a day, roughly. Pretty good. That's about as far as I am at the moment. Next up is Mage Weave grinding. I'm gonna go for the Timbermaw Hold Furbolgs in the south of Felwood, so I can get a little bit of Timbermaw rep at the same time as I grind the silk. And then after that, Rune Cloth. Maybe I'll do that in the north of Felwood for even more Timbermaw Hold rep if I need it, or maybe I'll just grind dungeons and get Rune Cloth. I think dungeons will be slower, so probably will not end up doing that because I really want to get this Mooncloth production up as soon as possible. I think that's about it for now.